What is happening, everybody? Welcome to the Pepper Pack Podcast. I am the random dude, Josh, and with me, as always, you know him, you love him. Sometimes it's the Dr. Pepper teacher, Mr. Zach Bowman. Zach, how are you?
Sometimes I'm good.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I'm better. But
well,
I'm doing well, sir.
You know what? I'm doing good. And you know why I'm doing well?
Why are you doing well?
I get to have Dr. Pepper.
I gotta look this way.
Yes, I have to look that way. That way.
What's up, Loyal?
And I'm even more excited because I don't know about you, but I've got a tall boy tonight.
I can't
also
a tall boy because I have the real sugar. And
I have to make note. Did you know that this episode is sponsored?
Only because you told me.
Yep, this episode is sponsored by Jacob Harrington. So Jacob shout out to you. Hero. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So
and you could sponsor the next episode of the Pepper Pack Podcast. Please go to our YouTube channel and watch the video.
After this
one, yeah. But
after the show. Exactly. So, but we got to start the show off properly. I almost did it. So,
I know. I heard that click and I was like, yeah. Josh.
All right. One.
Don't make me wish 23 things upon you.
2.
23.
There we go. That's
Connor said, do it.
Awesome. Well, tonight, or whenever you listen to this, we've got another fantastic guest with us. And as always, with this particular show, we get to start off with Dr. Pepper history. So I'm going to hand it off to Zach.
Well, I'm trusting Josh to click the right buttons because I can't see anything. But it is Dr. Pepper history.
A lot of trust.
I know, man, but I trust you. Otherwise, you know my gifts. This is the Pepper Pack Podcast with your favorite host. Man, that's a good picture. You did a good job editing that. I like that.
I like that.
My only question is, did you put 23 cans in the spiral behind you?
No. You know, it's funny. That was one of the wallpapers that Dr. Pepper had made right after everything locked down. And
for the Zoom backgrounds.
Yeah, the Zoom backgrounds. Yeah, that was one of them.
Okay. Well, I saw you threw our logo in there. I was like, we could probably add a couple more cans in there. But for my Dr. Pepper history, as I continue down the line of unique items that Dr. Pepper's made that I love to collect and that I want to collect and that are just, a little different. Tonight, I'm going to talk about the Dr. Pepper candy stripe bottles. And they were from 1957 to 1961. So let me find my... Now, I've talked about these bottles before because I actually don't own any of them, and I really, really want to. So, courtesy of Corner Collectibles on Facebook, I got this picture. These are some of the rarest bottles. And when we were at the museum, they told me that they had 2 of these in their vaulted behind the locker room that we got to tour.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when Josh about had to tackle me. Because I was like, how much can I buy one for?
Was that one of the ones that was hanging on the wall?
Yeah, on that
angle.
And they said that doubles they would take to like one of their conventions or whatever and sell off. And I was like, but I'm here now. Let me.
Yeah, you're right. That was one of those moments I said I was going to tackle you.
Yeah, I know. I vividly remember it. But according to Corner Collectibles, they had this post on April 11th of 2015. It says the Dr. Pepper candy stripe bottle. The bottle on the left is known as the RCPND, which stands for Registered Copyright Pending, is one of the rarest and most sought after Dr. Pepper bottles. It was produced as a prototype to the advertising agency to show that the proposed logo and bottle would look like. It is dated 1957. The middle bottle is the actual sample of the bottle. It does not have the circle R, which means it's not registered. It was not meant to be used in the marketplace, and it is also 1957. The bottle on the right is the actual bottle that is used as a test market bottle in about 6 markets nationally. So that wasn't sold nationwide. These were just test bottles, which is part of the reason why they're so rare. It has the circle R, which means the logo was registered. It is dated 1961, which goes with the bouncing P's. So if you look at the two P's in the middle, they're just a little
where
bit.
they're little,
Yes, so they call it the bouncing P. So that's a sought after logo. So if you find that logo, it's a more rare, expensive logo, which was selectively introduced in 1958 and 1959. It was decided that the 3-color bottle was too expensive, and they went with 2 colors, red and white, and the 1024 logo instead. Most of the bottles were destroyed, which makes them very rare and very valuable today. And so I've seen like cracked bottles, like the one on the right on eBay, go for upwards of $700-800.
Ooh.
And they're listed for that. I don't know if they always go for that, but yeah, they're hard to get. So like when I see people that have like, oh, I have 2 of those, I'm like, how can I have buy, gift, receive, bewildered one? Because I really love them. So they continued this design, Dublin Dr. Pepper did, and they produced these bottles. And so the ones on the left and the right are the ones you can basically find today in the glass bottle, not the real sugar. The ones in the middle, this one here, I believe, is the 110-year anniversary, 111-year anniversary, 112-year, then it goes 114, and then 115. For some reason, there was not one made with the 113th year printed on it. You can't read it right now. It's too blurry. I apologize on the picture. But I think it's 110 through 114 minus the 13, because apparently from what I've asked around, they just didn't produce one that year, which kind of threw me off why they wouldn't do that. But yeah, these bottles again are just some of the rarest Dr. Pepper bottles, and there's kind of that holy grail thing that I'm looking for and would love to have someday. So if you have a couple in your collection and you wanted to be like a special guest and be recognized as a sponsor for the next year, let me know. I'll be happy to talk to you. But yeah, Connor, shut your mouth. You probably have most of the other ones. I thought you meant the original ones. I was like,
so Jacob asked what the current market value is. So is that around the $700 to $800 range, or is it?
I
guess it would depend on the condition.
Yeah.
Of it.
If Sharon was on, she would probably know because she sees these. So let me.
Well, how about this? While you're looking that up, I'm thinking we should probably bring our guest on.
That would be a nice thing to do, because that our guest is probably sitting there going, "I'm so bored. I want to talk. Make him shut up so I can come on the show."
Wait, are you saying our guest is saying that, or me?
Yes. But you're already on this. America.
Well, Zach is looking that up. Let me bring our special guest, a fellow member of the Pepper Pack, and one pretty awesome person. So welcome, Haley. Haley, welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. How are you guys?
Oh, thirsty.
Doing well. Caffeinated.
Always.
The one downfall about these cans is I'm wanting to have, product placement, when I'm drinking. But if I do,
every now and then,
the opening is at the other end, so it makes it awkward.
That's why the glass bottles are so much better, because it's always round on the top.
But I can't find that here. And it makes me sad.
Tell me how you really feel.
I don't know why I'm whispering.
Me neither.
It's Dr. Pepper ASMR.
Yeah. No, that's how we start the show off. Just saying. Well, first and foremost, again, while Zach is trying to look up that market value.
Oh, don't use that T word.
While Zach is attempting
there we go.
to look up that market value, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you become a Dr. Pepper fanatic?
Oh my goodness. Geez. So Zach is going to be so ashamed. So my whole family grew up on the diet C word. I grew up on the diet Dr. Pepper because my grandmother drank it the most. And every time, actually, she grew up on diet Dr. T. It It was Diet Dr. Thunder. That's all she drank. That's like an off-brand down here.
Diet Dr. Downgrade.
Yeah.
I know. It's like the off-brand of all Dr. Peppers. So all of my family drank primarily the C word, Diet Coke. And every time I go into my grandmother's, I'm sorry, Zach, I'm so ashamed. I cursed.
No,
I cursed on live
That's it.
broadcasting.
I kicked you up. You can switch this around.
Okay, I'm better.
So every time I went to her house, I always had Dr. Thunder. Well, that's just kind of what we had at the time. So anytime we went to restaurants,
I would rather you drink an imposter than a competitor.
The C word. No, I totally agree.
Is the highest form of flattery. So.
So yeah, that's just kind of how it all started. So every time we went to restaurants, out to eat, or there was an option for Dr. Pepper, that's just what I gravitated towards the most. And in 2017, I got an email from Dr. Pepper Corporate through some ad thing that I signed up for. And I was like, the Pepper Pack, that's interesting. So I just applied.
No! So to give you some context on why he's losing his marbles 23 times over, whenever we've had a guest on, we always have kind of this running gag / competition on if Dr. Pepper contacts members and encourages them to sign up, or if the people sign up without Dr. Pepper reaching out to them. Zach, unfortunately, is one of those ones that he signed up on his own accord. Where me, Dr. Pepper had reached out to me via Instagram and said, "Hey, if you love Dr. Pepper as much as we think you do, you should apply for this." So the fact that you said that they had sent you an email,
I don't want to talk about it.
That's why.
You guys, I've been a Pepper Packer since there was only just a few people. I mean, it was crazy. It was such a crazy thing. Like, it was so new.
So you were probably in that first couple waves.
Yeah, I think it was in June of 2017.
Yeah, I was September of 17.
Okay, so that's when like the really started picking up a lot more.
I was in the first 100 because I remember when I joined the Facebook group, there was only like 70 or 80 of us. Yeah, I saw that.
That's right. You know what, Connor? I'm going to work with you. We're going to make some Diet Dr. Downgrade shirts.
Mm-hmm. Actually, rather than shirts, because I don't want to wear and advertise the downgrade, we need to make stickers and then go put that sticker on whenever we see one of those competitors. And be like, that's a Dr. Downgrade. I will walk through grocery stores and cover those boxes and those stickers.
Actually, just kidding. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to be the one contributing to the delinquency of Zach.
But it's great advertisement.
It would be great advertising.
And then we put our podcast logo on it too, so that way people can find us.
No, because then that's loitering.
No, because
you're killing me, Smalls.
Other people do it, then whatever.
I realize people do that, especially on gas tanks.
I wasn't gonna say it.
But
sorry.
Anyway, back to you joining the Pepper Pack. So what was your experience like when you got that email saying welcome to the Pepper Pack? Do you remember that day? Because I remember it like it was yesterday.
I do too. I was a photographer. I've been in photography for many years. It's kind of been my way of coping. So the first day that I got the email, I remember running out to my backyard, setting out an empty glass bottle that I had collected. Actually, I think I sent Josh, did I send, or I think I might have sent that one to Zach. Did I possibly send that one to you? But I remember running outside and taking pictures of it, just like so excited to make my first Pepper Pack post.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Now, I'm going to interrupt just for a minute because I did find some value. This is from Antique Price Guide Details page. From May 5th of 2016, one of the bottles without the little circle R in it, so is the middle bottle in the picture I shared.
Mm-hmm.
It sold in auction for $1,034.09.
Ooh. That's a pretty penny.
Yeah.
But Zach, would you buy it for that much?
If I did not have a family to provide for, probably.
Oh,
But
look at you
I have a
being all
family to provide for,
responsible.
so this is why, if you would like to sponsor an episode of the show and help contribute to my ability to buy one of those bottles.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, that's why you should make the stickers.
Yeah, Josh, see, make the stickers. Sharon. I hear you.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. All right, so big question. How do you enjoy your Dr. Pepper? Glass bottle, fountain, can, 2-liter, IV drip, baked beans, jelly beans, cotton candy, or sticking your mouth directly under the fountain and just pushing the button and going.
They used to have bubble gum as well, Josh. Don't forget the bubble gum.
Okay, all of the above, honestly.
At the same time,
the glass bottle will always be like the best of the best. I do prefer mine in a can. During 2020, we had a shortage of aluminum down here. I don't know if that was across the board, but here in Georgia specifically, I could not find a Diet Dr. Pepper in a can. And literally at one point, I remember crying. And that sounds so dramatic. But like during the pandemic and all of that, I was like, you know what? I just need a Dr. Pepper in a can. That's Diet. Diet's my go-to. So yeah, that was very heartbreaking. So Diet in a can is my absolute favorite.
So kind of.
Oh, go ahead.
So I was gonna say, you kind of answer our next question. We were gonna say, like, what's your favorite, whether it's regular, diet, whatever, vanilla float, dark berry, birthday cake, chocolate, vanilla float, zero, vanilla float. Like, which one is the one that you would prefer if you could just go grab one?
My all-time favorite would be Diet Coke, just because it's more accessible,
Diet what?
easily to find.
I'm sorry, what? Diet what?
You said diet. Bad word.
Coke. I'm sorry, guys. Down here, okay, let me clarify, you guys. Down here in Georgia, every soft drink that is carbonated is called Coke. Just to clarify.
I know.
If I tell my husband to go get me a Diet Coke, he brings me a Diet Dr. Pepper, you guys.
I think that means you've just trained him.
I think I almost gave him a heart attack.
I can't go to Georgia anymore because I'll be like slapping people.
You guys, that's in the South. That's just in the South. That's the reason I had to prepare myself so many times. Like, don't say the C word. Don't say the C word. Don't say the C word.
Yep. Well, it's funny because like I taught my fourth graders that word is the C word, and so they'll go home like, Mr. Bowman said we can't say the C word, and the parents are like, what? And so then I have to explain to them what I mean by the C word, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like Zach, I think at the beginning of every school year, you need to have a paper that explains that. Like, we do not use the T word. We do not use the C word. This is what they mean. I will not allow the use of that language in my classroom.
No, I do. We have a welcome back to school night where the parents come out of the classroom. I kind of give them the rundown of how I do things and what to expect. And I tell them, I was like, you're going to hear some things that sound like, you're like, what?
I don't know if that's how you want to start it off. You're going to hear some things.
Well, I don't.
Going to raise questions.
You're like, did I really choose to send my kids to school? No, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, there needs to be like a diagram of the South and how we call and name our soft drinks, because it would clarify so many things for so many people.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've actually gotten to the habit, Josh, and my mom cracks me up about it. She laughs about it because I'll just walk around saying soda, and that's more of like a northerner terms. And I got in the habit of that because we would say the C word in place of any soft drink.
So growing up in Colorado, it was always pop.
Right.
And then when I moved to Utah, it was soda. And so I've kind of gravitated towards saying soda. I think more to avoid any of the weird looks that I would get from native Utahns when I'd be like, yeah, can I get a pop? And they're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
So
growing up in Nebraska, it was always
and you guys know too, in Atlanta, Georgia, is the factory and museum for the C word.
Yeah.
So it's so popular in my neck of the woods too.
Yeah.
That's why we're 23 unique flavors. We're supposed to be one of a kind. We're not supposed to be like all those other people there. You gotta stand up and be a pepper.
Zach's gonna fire me after this. He's like, no more Haley on the podcast.
I'm gonna challenge you. Rather than saying you want the C word when you want to drink, like I want a pepper.
Okay, that's a better. I could say that. I could say that.
Now you just have to train your husband for that.
Well, and all of my family.
Well, they're not in the pepper pack you are, so I guess we kind of hold you to a higher standard.
That's true. That's true. There's an expectation there.
Yeah, especially when you get
like that. I like that. So, what have been some of your favorite memories, moments of being in the pepper pack?
Okay, so during 2020, they sent me a coupon for a free soda, and I almost said it again, you guys. Did you catch that?
I saw you get that soda there and soda.
For a free pepper. And it just made my day, honestly, just because 2020 was such a horrible year for everyone all the way across the board. And that was just the encouragement that we all needed. So that was awesome. If you notice this sign back here that says I'm a pepper pack, well, it says I'm in the pepper pack.
That was from
getting my welcome box was
the top of the
so
box.
cool because that also came at a very pivotal time in my life. My family was going through a lot of things. We had a tree fall in our house, and we were living in hotels, and I had to go to my updated house to pick up my welcome box. And it just meant so much to me. Like, it sounds crazy. And people don't even understand how much Dr. Pepper means to me as even a corporation and what they've done. Just because like their little packages and little incentives just come at the like absolute perfect time. And that has been the most memorable out of all of it for me. So, and the people that you meet, I've met Zach very early on. He met everybody very early on into the group.
I don't know.
It's just the people that you meet are awesome. So,
yeah. I wouldn't say they're strangers. We're all part of a collective group of awesome peppers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know a stranger. Like, I just meet people and I'm like, oh, I want to talk to you. Hi, I'm going to talk to you. You're going to be my friend. And if not, I'm going to send you 5 friend requests until you say fine. I'm going to accept it so you stop sending them.
Mute is a wonderful thing. Anyway.
That's why they never responded.
No, I would agree that Dr. Pepper really does a fantastic job with how their marketing of not only the product but the community that they've created, not just with the Pepper Pack but in general. I remember, again in 2020 when they sent out the, to the select few, the 6-foot foam fingers for social distancing, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. And I, at some point, will hang that up in my house and display it like a sword, because it's just that awesome. But yeah, the timing of when they send stuff out, I totally agree. Perfect timing. Although I have to admit, if it wasn't for 2020, this podcast wouldn't be a thing.
Oh, that's true.
So 2020 did bring some good stuff.
Yeah.
Some.
It did.
It's true. This is what happens when I have tired brain.
Sorry, I have a teacher question that I'm answering.
Oh, yeah, no, you're good. Zach, did you hear about Dr. Pepper taking down the application? I never saw it launch.
Any idea why they took down the Pepper Pack? She may be referring to when they officially stopped taking applications. I don't know if she's referring to like originally, like recently.
I'm not sure. Sharon, talk to us after. Give us a little more detail later. But so Haley, what have since we've been putting together, since Dr. Pepper has this, put all these social posts out and stuff like that, and we like posting anyway. What have been some of your favorite posts that you look back on and you're like, yeah, I like that one?
Okay, my all-time favorite was the Larry Culpepper costume.
Mhm.
Because you guys, Little Sweet is awesome, right? But I was the biggest Larry fan. So when they sent the costume,
what do you think about that latest commercial of Fansville?
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, Josh, you want to pull that up?
What is it about?
Oh, we're about to blow your mind.
Hold, please.
So Sharon, you said it says they had a link of the application opening soon, but now the link is gone. I've never seen the link that you can actually click on. But I did just check the Pepper Pack page, and it does still say that they will be opening soon. They probably just don't have a place for you to click and do anything yet. They're kind of reconfiguring the website.
Yeah, they're revamping stuff. So, hold on, I'm trying to.
Well, you do that.
Most recent, was it the one from 4 months ago? The off-season one?
Yes, at the very end of it. Remember?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me. So for those of you guys,
watch at home, grab Dr. Pepper and enjoy this.
Yes. All right, bring this up.
Season finale.
Another season almost in the books.
Yeah, it's going to be a long off season.
Off season?
What do we do in the off season?
Off season.
Relax. We don't stop existing when the season ends.
Yeah, it's not like we live in some fictional town that's part of some elaborate marketing campaign.
What would it even be for? Pepper?
We're real people. It's not like we're the ice cold Dr. Pepper guy. Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Aww.
But did you see at the end?
Mm-hmm.
So
the glasses.
Yeah.
Not only the glasses, but there was.
I
had to watch it a few times to get it timed right as well.
Okay, so we'll bring this up.
The glasses,
the hat, and the cup.
Yeah, that's totally Larry Culpepper.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking he might be making a reappearance. I'm super hopeful.
I've seen someone else post about like subtle things that made them wonder if he was going to come back or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope he does because he was one of my favorites.
I would love for them to take like 23 of us and do like training with him where we get to be in commercials. I just want to be one of those 23.
Any coincidence that he's wearing his Larry Culpepper?
Say it again.
I saw you wearing your visor there.
Yeah, I went and grabbed it. I was feeling very nostalgic. Ice cold Dr. Pepper over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Haley, I know you're sitting down.
Yes.
And I see you have a collection. It's a collection behind you. Out of everything you have on the wall there,
or maybe elsewhere,
what would you say, or elsewhere? What would you say are your top 3? These are my prized Dr. Pepper collection pieces.
Okay, so I had to. This is not my whole collection. I have a lot more, especially some of the glass things. Mm-hmm. So I love vintage glass in general, so it's some of my favorite. But definitely my cans up here. Unfortunately, they're empty because during one of the moves that I moved in, they exploded. It broke my heart because they were still full. But I have just a few of them. But my goal is to complete, like whether it's diet, regular, chocolate, the cream soda, whatever. I haven't spent time to go and add to this collection because we just moved. Mm-hmm. But those are my prize. They go everywhere with me. They sit in a 6-can cooler, and everyone knows not to touch the cooler. It's just been a thing. So those are my absolute favorite.
I approve. I very much approve.
Yeah, see, you got the calendar up there, and you got your 6-month patch, and then some of the buttons from the welcome pack. Very nice.
Yes. I have a few Fansville things. I still have some more Fansville things up, put away in storage as well.
So how was the Fansville experience?
I
Because
never went to
oh,
Fansville.
you didn't.
No.
Oh.
It was too far away, but I had so many people that were so gracious enough to pick some things up for me, and they mailed them to me.
Okay.
So, but I think Zach went. I know Zach went.
Yeah, I went and I picked some stuff up for a couple people. They asked me to grab stuff, and I don't remember if I mailed it to you. I'm sorry.
I think you did. I think you were one of the ones who sent a few things out.
Yeah, because I was like, if anybody wants me to grab something, here's my Venmo. Tell me what you want. I'll tell you how much it is, and I'll mail it to you.
I think that may have been before Zach and I were talking all the time when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, you didn't like me because I talked too much.
I didn't say.
I know your face did.
No.
It's okay.
Josh, how long have you been in the Pepper Pack?
So I have been in since February of 2018.
Okay.
So yeah, I was well you guys had already been in. It was at the end of 2017 when Dr. Pepper had reached out to me on Instagram, saying that I should sign up. And I remember I was in the middle of Wyoming when they sent me that message. We were driving out to Colorado, and I was like, oh, sure. I'll just apply right now.
I love Jacob's comment. There come a day. There could be a day.
There will be a day, Jacob. Don't you worry. So
we'll vouch for you.
There's a lot of people who are chomping at the bit to apply. So, but yeah, so it was February of 2018 when I was accepted, and I was lucky because I just barely got in, so I was able to get the birthday icing on the cake.
Oh yeah.
The birthday box. In fact, I think I still have 2 full cans, but at some point I may have to drain those before they before they go kaboom.
I sent our friend Michael, not Michelli, but our other friend Michael, in the Perspective Pepper. I sent one of my empty ones, but he's like, man, I wish I had a full one. I'm like, I unfortunately don't have any full ones, otherwise I would send it to you. But if you find a full one, I think he would cry happy tears.
I will see what I can do.
All right.
So yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So my next question for you, Haley, is if Dr. Pepper came to you and said, hey, we have all these ideas, but what we want to know, what would you like to do to help promote Dr. Pepper this year? If we gave you like whatever budget you needed, what campaign, what ideas would you or event would you do to help get the word of Dr. Pepper out there?
Okay, so I don't know. I have a few friends and family watching who don't know this, but so we're kind of going public with this. I'm actually opening up a store this year, and it's going to be like a candy store / like pet store. I want to kind of incorporate a few things. So my number one thing that I would do is get a huge Dr. Pepper machine, and I would love to make it like a free Dr. Pepper machine where everybody just knows they can rely on Dr. Pepper when they need to. Or maybe even have like a bike. We're huge in our community in downtown. Actually, when my store is going to be downtown, so just kind of have like a huge bike, just like bike downtown and just pass out Dr. Peppers. Like, I just feel like that would provide so much happiness and serotonin for me and someone else.
Yeah.
What if they got? I've seen Dr. Pepper bikes on eBay and stuff.
I know, me too.
But what if they got like a Dr. Pepper bike that, as you pedaled, it had like a speaker in the bike frame that played the "I'm a Pepper, he's a Pepper, she's a Pepper" song? It's like as you're biking, you hear the Dr. Pepper music playing.
I would dress up as Larry too.
Oh, that'd be fun.
If you don't do that for the grand opening, you're going to have to shut the store down and do another grand opening to do it the proper way.
It would be really cool if they did that. It would be awesome. That would be a dream come true. I mean, honestly, if it was a whole Dr. Pepper store alone, that would just be way too cool. But like, I think that more realistically, wouldn't be as realistic. So
Mhm.
Yeah. So would you carry just the main flavors, Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, all the zero sugars? Would you try to get more of the glass bottles in that made with real sugar?
glass
The vanilla
bottles
float.
would be my thing, just because it would just be so cool. It would just be so nostalgic and
Mhm.
so vintage. And I'm an old soul at heart, so I feel like the glass bottles would be the way that I would go.
Or do the soda jerk and have an actual fountain and go that
Okay,
route?
now that would be really cool too. Either that or like Dr. Pepper popsicles or something in some way, just kind of.
Well,
Or all
if you
the
get
above?
I mean, I
that
don't think
figured,
that's a thing, but
yeah, I've attempted to freeze Dr. Pepper, and I've done it with like the ice trays, and I put the toothpicks in them and freeze them and pull 'em. And you can get the flavor. It's just off because of being frozen and then expanding and all
yeah,
that.
I've done that too. It almost
carbonation.
tastes like watered down a little bit. It just was not the
Yeah.
same.
No, I just do Dr. Pepper floats.
This
Those
is
are the
true.
best.
Also,
Now
good.
that would be a really good idea too.
Mhm.
That's
Now, what
it's the
I
best.
typically go for vanilla ice cream when I make a Dr. Pepper float. But have you guys used any other kind of ice creams?
I have used chocolate.
I've used cookies and cream.
Yeah, I remember you did cookies and cream for that. But then you did that with the fantastic chocolate. I was thinking just with regular.
No, I even did it when we were at the museum.
Oh, okay, that's right. They did have the different flavors, and I just
Yes.
went for because I was thinking like they've had the Shamrock shakes at McDonald's and stuff. And so I was thinking like, wonder what mint ice cream would taste like with it. But I was like, that. Oh, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
No,
we've
I've seen someone
already
do strawberry before.
Mhm. I know they have the strawberry flavor in the machines, the freestyle machines.
Yes.
But I can't bring myself to it.
I wonder if you did like a cheesecake ice cream with Dr.
Mhm.
Pepper. I think
I
that
feel
may
like
have
that
to
would be the
be
step in between like vanilla float and birthday cake.
yeah. Or you could do cake batter with
Mhm.
Dr. Pepper. Ooh. Okay,
We're
so
getting some ideas.
here's what we're gonna do. This
We have
summer
a challenge.
we are going to do and we're gonna do Dr. Pepper floats, and we may just have to bring Haley back on because well, why not? So when your store opens, we'll do a special episode as part of the grand opening. How's that?
Let's
I
do
like
it.
this
I'm
idea.
down.
All
I
right.
do too.
Then we get all sorts of flavors of ice cream, and we try to figure out what the best flavor is.
Let's do it. That sounds like fun. Like a whole mixology episode.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm sold.
But that's only if Josh opens up with Dr. Pepper ASMR, like tapping on the glasses around his little mic.
Actually, I need another one. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here.
Hold, please.
So Connor messaged me today, and his local grocery store had a deal where if you buy 3 12-packs of Dr. Pepper, they give you a free like women's fitted Dr. Pepper shirt for Mother's Day.
Oh, so cool.
And so I was like, me and my wife were getting ready to go to the store. So I was like, all right, I'm going to buy $3. My store didn't have it.
What store was it?
He had an Albertsons where he lived.
Okay, we don't have those here.
Yeah, I just went to the Dillon's, Kroger, whatever, and I got my 3 Dr. Peppers, but no shirt. And I was like, hey, here, is there a link you go to get it? He's like, no, the store was actually just giving them out once you bought 3 Dr. Peppers. They had them in store. And I was
That's
like,
very
oh.
interesting.
I was like, that's cool, but like, how do I get that? I was like, so he may hook me up with one to give to my wife, who will in turn go, here, put this in your collection because I don't know if I'll ever wear it.
Is there something special or different about the shirt?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the picture. It's just, I think it's just the
We need to get a ukulele or something for Zach for all of his little tunes and stuff that he just randomly sings on here.
Oh, don't tempt
Oh,
me.
did you sing and I missed it?
No, but he was singing. He always. I feel like Zach is kind of in and out of like all
I
of these
just
random
make up.
episodes, just like making up these little tunes and
I'm
songs.
singing a song that you don't know because I'm making up here on the show. Kind of
I
like that.
guess he's done it so many times that it doesn't even faze me anymore. I mean, he'll even do it when we're playing on the Xbox.
Oh, this is true.
Oh, that's right. You guys are gamers, aren't you?
Mhm.
We are.
What do y'all play?
So lately, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
It's where if you turn on the lights, you go, I can't see.
No, Zach. But aside from that, Halo is another one of my all-time favorites.
Mhm.
Occasionally Call of Duty, but I don't like how toxic it's become. So if I play Call of Duty, it's very I keep it to just select friends and custom games. I rarely go on to multiplayer.
Yeah, that's true. The whole gaming world got a little weird there for a while.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
but
I play. Go ahead.
oh no, go for it.
So I grew up playing FIFA, Smash Brothers, and then I shifted to Xbox when I was in high school, and started with Halo 3, and I've been hooked on the Halo series. I did jump over to Destiny when the Xbox One first came out because there was no Halo when the Xbox One first launched. And I do enjoy Destiny, but I just hate the constant here, pay another $60 for the same game, and we're going to delete stuff that you've already paid for, and you can't go back and play it. But so yeah, right now it's just Halo, Destiny, and FIFA is basically what I play.
Yeah, you guys, I haven't made the time to play in a while. I was playing very avidly there for a while, and then we ended up having 2 Xboxes and 2 TVs we were playing on. So we ended up just selling one
Nice.
Xbox and the TV just because we didn't have the room when we were moving.
Makes sense.
And honestly, I so much regret that because I didn't know that eventually life would settle down and we would actually eventually use that again.
Yeah.
Well,
'cause we
all
don't
the
stay
more
up so
reason.
late.
All the more reason for you to get like the Xbox Series S. Your husband can keep the Xbox One. So
That's true. That's true.
I know one thing that we've talked about doing is having more community game nights. Where Pepper Pack members and prospective Peppers can come join and play games and stuff like that. So we even have our a Discord server now dedicated specifically for the podcast. So,
and we've had fun chatting with those of you who have joined it. If you haven't, there's probably a link on one of our or social media somewhere. Or Josh will click the button here in about 30 seconds and it'll pop up on the screen.
I mean, geez, you act like you know what I'm about to do.
It's that teacher in me, man. I see things and I know that I'm supposed to be 5 steps ahead because 23 is 2 plus 3, so that makes 5.
Wow. Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow. So there you go. So if you guys want to join the Discord, awesome. Link is there. We'll
we
definitely
do have some rules to keep it clean, but yeah.
Yeah, so no talking about the red stuff, the blue stuff,
the green stuff.
The green stuff. I mean, you talk about those sodas and it's an automatic kick out, but
we'll put you in 23-week timeout.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be in timeout after this whole podcast.
I didn't want to say anything since you brought it up. Sorry, I had to. I had to give you a quick kick out.
So a Mario Kart gaming event with an open Discord.
See, I do enjoy Mario Kart. I just don't have access to that game at the moment. But
we'll come up with something. I'm sure we'll be fine. So since you're a gamer, what are some games you're looking forward to coming up?
I haven't gamed in a while, you guys. So I can't even answer your question. I wish I could, but I can't.
There's not a whole
once
lot
I
coming
sold
out
my
soon.
Xbox, I just kind of watch what my husband does. But that's pretty much about it.
I think the only one that I'm really looking forward to is Gotham Knights. So it's the new co-op, kind of along the lines of the Arkham series. But you can play as either Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, or Red Hood. So in more of an open world type thing. So
Okay, that's kind of cool.
apparently Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced today.
Yep. I don't know. I just saw Jake's comment, but yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts, but that's just I'm weird when it comes to games.
I just got an idea.
Okay, idea.
So, just thinking of Dr. Pepper promotion stuff, fun things to do, corporate Dr. Pepper, all that stuff. You know how they make those old school like Atari controllers that you plug into your TV with the red and white RCA, or the red, white, and yellow RCA cables? What if they made one like that with Dr. Pepper logos on it? And it was all the old school games, but with the Dr. Pepper cans, like Donkey Kong carrying Dr. Pepper cans.
Pac-Man's chasing and eating all the C words.
Well, no, yeah, no, what it is? No, it's Larry, in rather than the white dots eating Dr. Pepper cans.
That's a better idea.
And then the ghost are the C word and the and then like Tetris with different Dr. Pepper can shapes. And that'd be fun.
No, you know what would be fun?
A Pong with like me and Josh going up and down. To get Dr. Pepper can back and forth.
No. Here we go. Ready? So it'd be like Dance Dance Revolution or Dance Central, or one of those types of games.
DDP,
but
drink Dr. Pepper.
You have Cornelius Pepper, Little Sweet. You could have the sheriff. You could have Larry Culpepper. I mean, the number of we gotta have our friend Natalie. But the characters that you could have in that would be phenomenal.
That'd be fun.
That would be too much fun.
Oh man. All right, Dr. Pepper, I hope you're watching. I know you usually do, or sometime watch it.
Just make sure to send the royalty checks. You know where.
I mean, you don't even need to send me royalty checks. Send me vanilla float. But
I'll take the royalty checks. He'll take vanilla float.
I would drink more vanilla float than the checks that actually buy me if I could. But but I'll take
you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll do it too.
Oh man.
Ooh, I like this idea. I will go straight, like, take the cannon.
Yes. Only one rule: we do not mess up the suits or our hair. that makes sense.
Especially Josh's hair.
Oh,
yeah. Do you see this? Yeah.
So what did The Rock say about your hair, Josh?
All right, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of the Pepper Pack Podcast. I do not want to talk about April Fools.
You smell what The Rock is cooking, because it smells like Josh is getting burnt.
All right, this is now the Josh show.
You can't leave me.
Oh, rip. Okay, so for those of you watching, I will provide some context. A restaurant.
I love America.
I hate you both. So a restaurant here had put on their Instagram a few days before they were having a grand opening of one of their stores. They were inviting The Rock, which makes sense because it's a Hawaiian food store. And I was skeptical because it conveniently was on April 1st. And I'm like, oh, it's just up the street from me. I'll go take a look. The whole few days before, I'm still like, man, if this is an April Fool's joke, I'm going to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
Just my luck, it'll be a cardboard stand-up of him. I don't want to fall for it. But that little crazy voice in the back of my head
Not
kept
me,
saying,
his
but
own
what
voice.
if he's actually there and you miss the opportunity? And so I'm like weighing my options. What do I do? And so a buddy of mine, he and I go, and we're both talking about it, kind of the same thing. I bet it's a cardboard stand up. However, the way that they marketed it, it was so on point. And then The Rock himself puts that he's on his private plane flying somewhere. And so I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. So we get there, and our first thought was, well, if he was here, there'd be a lot more security. There'd be a lot more expensive cars, things like that. Sure enough, we walk in, and there's a cardboard stand up there, and I'm like,
and then Ashton Kutcher ran out and said, "You just got punked."
Rip.
Josh, I know that had to have sucked, but honestly, it's my favorite story. When I saw that you posted that on Instagram, I was like, no way he met The Rock. Because I kind of felt like, to an extent, I was kind of punked.
Yeah.
So then I did more research and I found out that like the restaurant had been posting it for a while and it ended up just being a cardboard cutout. And I was like, I got to give it to him. That's very creative.
It really was. And,
Right now,
shout out to the owner, Omar, for doing such a phenomenal job with it. What was funny was when we were there and we had already fallen for it. This family comes in, mom with all of her kids. And when they saw the cardboard stand up, oh, she was mad. And I'm just standing there as kind of one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I threw that rip back up there because I wanted to say, in this case, it stands for The Rock isn't present.
Bruh.
Zach, he's gonna cut me and you off tonight.
Well, thank you guys for joining the show.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Haley is very happy to have you here. Thanks so much for everyone watching. And if you too want to support the podcast, head over to our YouTube channel. That's where you can see.
Well, because currently what's cooking is Josh's self-esteem right now. It's burning.
Zach, you go and finish it up. I'm just going to hang my head in shame.
Oh, no. All right. Well, it is about that time. But yes, Haley, thank you for joining us. It was great.
Thank you guys for having me.
And even though you did get invited to the Pepper Pack before me, and you were invited and not applied and waited months, lonely in a room, dark, waiting alone.
Well, hey guys, this has been so much fun. We need to have like a Pepper Pack Zoom or something where everybody could just kind of get on and chat. Or
that's how this started. That's how this podcast started.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a Zoom call.
I got a Zoom call together so we could sing the I'm a Pepper song. And that's where Josh's like, man, we need to do. He's like, I do all these podcasts. I was like, yes, let's do it. I want to be a part of it. And we came up with the ideas. And
you guys, we should start doing that again. I would love to join.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, and that's why we have Discord.
Mm-hmm.
That's too cool.
So, but
right.
Yes, we will definitely have to have you on again. Hopefully the
oh, you know what else we should
rock
do? Though,
thing
Josh?
will come and die. We'll come and go.
Well, I'll not make my next comment. I was gonna say when she comes on, we should actually see if The Rock will join us.
You know what? And if he does, we'll be drinking vanilla float, and you will have none.
Bro, I still got like 3 12 packs, so play this game with me. Speaking of which, for our 1-year anniversary, I've posted on the Pepper Pack portal, I'm going to be hosting a 2-year podcast anniversary here in Kansas. So my local Kansas Pepper Pack people, I've reached out to you. I've sent you the date. I'll get you the locations. If you're in the area or you want to come to Kansas, let me know on the portal and I'll get you information. My wife and I said we'll open up our home and I can either grill or we got some local restaurants we can hit up, hang out, drink Dr. Pepper, play games, have some fun.
Yeah, we'll do. I'm going to do one in Utah as well. So for those of you who are in the Pepper Pack or who watch the show that live in Utah, stay tuned to our social media. That we'll get all the details up. So
if you want to make a drive or take a flight, Dario, Richard, Connor, I talked to y'all.
bruh.
I love our friends.
Yeah, so great. All right. Well, again, Haley, thank you so much for joining us. We definitely appreciate it. This was a lot of fun, contrary to what my face may be showing. And thank you so much for everyone who joined in, both in chat, watching, all that. So,
and a special thanks for The Rock for making a virtual appearance.
So I'm going to finish this show out while he composes himself. As I said, if you guys want to support the show, head over to our Redbubble store. That's the place you can only get our official merchandise, and every little bit does help. As well as if you want to sponsor an episode, the video that Zach the Dork Bowman made.
It rocks.
It pebbles.
That's okay.
Oh, man. But yeah, go check that out. And then this has been a fun episode.
But yes, thank you guys. We appreciate it. And we look forward to when we can drink with you next time.